What's crackling, everybody? Welcome back once again to the definitive cereal tier list. For each episode, we take a cereal, put it on the tier list, so you know how good it is. I'm your host, Tucker, and this episode, we're bringing back Frosted Mini Wheats, but this time, they're filled with mixed berry. Looking back at Frosted Mini Wheats, they've been pretty consistent getting that D tier with original strawberry, blueberry, maple, pumpkin spice, and the Frosted Mini Wheats Little Bites chocolate. So, seems like a good guess for where this one is. But the whole filled with mixed berry thing is pretty different. So that might, either move it down or move it up a bit more than just changing the flavor would. The filling does remind me, of course, of things like Crave and the Phillos, which were C's and D's depending on the flavor. So we'll see if this can kind of elevate itself with that big difference going on. But let's just try it out, see what it's like. Okay, kind of smells like how I remember Frosted Mini Wheats. Yeah, okay. Reminder, these are not mini. I'm not really noticing the mixed berryness. Like, if you just looked at this, you might be able to not tell the difference very well between this and just a regular one. Like, there's shades of like darker spots, but it's pretty similar. Okay. Yeah, that little bit really changes things. Okay. 3 of them. That's a lot. Okay. Kind of giving a jam jelly sort of taste. It's a bit chewier than I think I was thinking in my mind. Yeah, it doesn't taste like a specific berry. It is kind of that mixed berry thing. That's fine. It's the beginning of it. You definitely are getting much more of the wheat part, but it picks up by the end. I did just remember that these are called biscuits. So now, with the idea of there being like jelly or jam in them, I'm trying to sort of picture in my mind those like pillberry biscuits and throwing in some like grape jelly. That's some good stuff. So I'm trying to, conjure that image with this taste. It's not quite the same, obviously, but I think I appreciate the concept a bit more just because these are called biscuits. Like, that makes it a little more fun, at least in my mind. Not really changing the taste, but just, a thought I had. Like the other Frosted Mini Wheats, once the biscuits start to sogify a bit, you do lose the frosted part of the flavor a little bit. But I think actually when these biscuits are sogified, the sort of balance between the biscuit taste and the filling taste seems to become a bit more equal. So I actually think I enjoy that a bit more than when it was just dry. So that's kind of a fun twist for Frosted Mini Wheats. Now, of course, a lot of the milk has been absorbed by the biscuits, but let's see what taste the remaining milk has. There's like a hint of it in there. Yeah, you're getting like a tiny bit of that fruit filling. But again, even when you're like looking at a piece, there's only like a bit where you can see the filling. So the idea of it not transferring it onto the milk sort of makes sense. But yeah, not bad milk. Can't really complain about that. In the end, this couldn't quite compare to an actual biscuit filled with mixed berries, but you know, props for trying, I guess. Despite being a pretty drastic change to the Frosted Mini Wheats formula, I don't think it's a drastic change in the ranking. I do think I prefer this to the strawberry and blueberry variants. I think the mixed berry sort of filling thing works better than just trying to flavor the frosting that kind of goes away. So I appreciated that. I don't know if I would put this as like a top Frosted Mini Wheat. I guess it would be pretty high up there. Like the chocolate one was kind of good, and that was nice because they were actually mini. The original, decent with that frosting stuff. The maple one, not bad. Pumpkin, kind of whatever. So, you know, like upper half, I guess, of Frosted Mini Wheats. But, yeah, not going to quite change things. So obviously, what that means is that Frosted Mini Wheats filled mixed berry is going to get a D. Kind of sticking to that same thing. Like I said, it's upper half of the Frosted Mini Wheats, but not a huge necessary leap anywhere with this. It is kind of cool to have a filled cereal that's not something like just chocolatey or chocolate tangential, I guess, because there was a cinnamon roll Philo, which is that same sort of just like, oh, here's a sweet thing. I mean, this is just like a sweet mixed berries, but it feels a bit different with it being like sort of a berry jelly jam sort of idea. So that's kind of cool. At least it's unique. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and in the comments below, post your general thoughts. Let me know if you found a box of Frosted Mini Wheats filled mixed berry. It is new, or at least was at the time when I picked this up. I think I've only seen it at a couple of the stores I've checked. So if you've been able to find one and try it, let me know what you think. If you also tried to compare it in your mind to a actual biscuit with jelly and jam, let me know if this won out for you. A bit hard to picture for me, but hey, maybe you were really into this. Also, as far as I've seen, this is the only variety of the Frosted Mini Wheats filled. So if there's another sort of filling you think might be good for Frosted Mini Wheats, feel free to share that too. But until next time, stay delicious.